Hello folks, welcome to a Walkie talkie, and guess what, we're in the West End. I want to talk about an age-old issue, right, that's actually probably affected every single one of us. It's the curse of the Scotrail train toilet, I should call it, right? And you know, the toilets break down, the toilets actually have to get replaced, the toilets whatever, right, whatever it is, I don't care. But quite often the train guard, or known in Glasgow, the Clippy, does something where he unlocks the toilet door, right, for the people that are in extreme dire need, e.g. maybe having a piss, right? And that's a very kind manoeuvre by Mr. Scotrail conductor. Absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. But what next cometh could be more a problem, right? The situation is the toilet is left in that state as long as you're just going in for a piss. There's no harm, right? So you go in, you pull the door over, you've got it out, you're pissing, and the fucking thing slides open, you're like, hey, it's occupied, right? And the guy still comes in anyway. It's like, fucking move. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I don't need to hear that. Get out the toilet and that will be even, right? And you know, you come out the toilet and he's like, oh, I'm sorry about that, but he's the fucker that's seen you going into that toilet, rolling the door over and having a piss. Right, we're living in TikTok generation. You don't need to look too far into my history of videos, me talking about surreptitiously being recorded, right? And I wouldn't put it by this guy to have done it. I'm only just talking about this example, but you know, because of the amount of sex-related shit happening on Scotrail trains of late, you know, who potentially could be getting recorded surreptitiously? I mean, it's a right good dignity rob for someone to pull the door open while you've got it out. And the way these toilets are designed, it's not like, you know, the door is one side of the toilet and the toilet is maybe like at a 90-degree angle separate. The toilet is right up against the door, and that is very undignifying, and it just is so awful, right? You know, I know the Clippies quite often do open the toilet, although it's not properly functional, as long as people are alright having a piss only, right? That's a good thing that the Clippies doing. But the build of these toilets, and I wish I could actually have a graphic on the screen right now to explain the actual toilet you piss into is only inches away from the door, and in that case he could see I was pissing and no having a fucking joint in the toilet, right? So, you know, like, surely if you know the toilet, that's one of them new buses anyway, if you know someone's went in and you can hear a sprinkling of water, right, it's occupied, fuck nuts. It's occupied. Go and get a piercing test to see if you're causing, the cause of you doing that is something like syndrome related, you know what I mean? It's very undignifying. All I know, Scotrail is in a situation where its toilet brand is a company, an Italian mob called Alti, right? And I don't know if Britain and Italy have ever had bad ties with each other, and is this Italy getting us back for some maybe war, some knockoff event like that? I don't really know, but this situation is dignity robbing, and because people have been recorded surreptitiously on the Nancy TikTok app, right? How many people have been photographed in this manner or videoed or whatever? It's a thought not worth being thoughtful of, right? It's stomach churning. It really is. And I would love to, I'm not going to use the term call out because that kind of American woke cliche bollocks, right? I would love to ask Scotrail what could they do, because these toilets are breaking down in plethoric values, let me tell you that. And I'm not going to be hiding the digits, right? In fact, I was on a train the other day. The toilet is so broken down, they're using London Northwestern out of service toilet stickers. Like, this is weird, and to be honest, I wouldn't be too mental asking what could there be for solutions. And I'm not wanting to fucking sit and contact MPs all day long. No way. That's not a way to live. Right, I would maybe go along with the thesis of, if the train toilet is not working, close it 100%. I think that's the better way of dealing with it, instead of having this scenario where somebody goes in and then somebody pulls the train toilet door open, exposing you and your fucking genitals. I mean, see, if I walked around the street flashing my genitals or windmilling my cock, let's be honest, I've been in a lot of trouble. Scotrail, I would love to speak to you on this matter. I think a lot of guys would want to be talking on that matter, and ladies, let's be honest. I think it would be pretty damning if a lady went into the toilet to have a piss and then a guy busts in. Sounds very inappropriate already, yeah? Anyway, folks, drop a comment if that shit has happened to you and what is your solution, and we'll hopefully have a wee chit chat with somebody from Scotrail sometime soon. It's a difficult one to what you call authenticate over. No, it's not authenticate. It's a hard one to try and parlance, right? It really is. But something needs to happen. A better alternative. Anyway, folks, ask me away. Catch you.